Hi, so I'm here to remind you that not starting is actually keeping you stuck. This statement has took me so long to understand for myself and to reach this point of revelation where I'm able to truly understand what that means. That when you don't start something, when you don't take action, when you don't do the things that you're supposed to do to reach the goals that and the levels that you want to reach, you will stay stuck. To get to this point of realization, it has took me months of just being so frustrated, feeling helpless, feeling, that feeling of desperation. Desperation is like the right word to really describe this. But it's just that really intense feeling of dissatisfaction and discontentment where you're like, nothing is changing, nothing is moving in the direction that I want it to move. Like, you think about the law of physics, like if you're not moving, nothing will change. Like, and it's so crazy how simplistic this is in theory, but in practical, like in your everyday life, it is so, like, everyday life, and I'm talking the way you feel every day, day by day. This concept is like so hard to figure out, so hard to understand and comprehend and act upon, much more than you think. And I feel like I want this video to just be like a bookmark in your head where it's like, okay, now we're making this obvious, now we're making this clear, now we're being self-aware, and we're saying, okay, something is wrong here, like something is not right, something needs to be addressed, and this is exactly your sign. This, like, if you have been waiting for a sign, or this has been something that's been lingering in your mind and it has been going on for weeks on end, let this video be a sign. Let this be that one sign that you need, that, like, if you're not changing, nothing is changing. If you're not moving, if you're not like starting, nothing will change. Absolutely nothing. If you don't move and if you're static, there is no change. There is no like change in the direction that you actually genuinely want for yourself. And I'm saying this in all aspects of your life: goals, accomplishments. And I'm talking about this in terms of your goals, like things that you, like tangible things that you want to happen, things that you want to see manifest in your life. If you don't start somewhere as a beginner, if you're not willing to be humble enough to become a beginner, to start something, absolutely, and it feels like I'm repeating myself, but I just like want this to really sink in for you. Absolutely nothing is going to move, change. The feelings that you have is still going to be there. Like that feeling of being stuck, you know what I'm saying. Like, you felt that feeling before, where it's like, it's a mixture of disappointment in yourself and vision, and self-awareness makes it even worse, because it's like you're self-aware that there is a goal you want to achieve. You're self-aware that there's something that you want to do. There's something that you feel like you're destined to do, right? You sort of have an idea of the path that leads to that direction, or the path that leads, or the journey that leads to that goal. Then you're self-aware of how you're acting, what you're doing in your daily life, how you're spending your time, because time is one of the most valuable resources literally in a lifetime. Then you're also self-aware that you're not doing anything, like you're not taking any action, you're not acting upon, like you haven't made a concrete plan, or maybe you've made a concrete plan, but you're not there's no action, there's nothing that you're doing to lead you down that path, right? So it's a combination of all those things, and then that itself leads to feeling of like disappointment in yourself. And I don't know if you've ever felt this before, but feeling of disappointment in yourself is one of the worst feelings you can ever feel. Like, it's a constant loop of sadness, honestly, like just sadness and like low self-esteem. If you felt this before and you relate to this, I'm not even joking right now. I urge you right now to literally write down action plans on things that you want to do and stick to it. Stick to that your life depends on it, because it does. It really does. There's nothing you can do or say that will like push you physically to do those things except for yourself. You've got the self-awareness, right? You've got the determination to some extent, right? You've got the drive, you've got the talent in you, you've got the skills. So why are you not acting upon it? Why are you not taking the actions that will lead you down the path of your goals? Like, let's not sabotage here. Let's not self-sabotage here. Self-sabotaging is a completely different topic. Like, that's like we need to even like properly like dive into that, because self-sabotaging could be because of your past traumas, because of the limiting beliefs that you have within yourself, because of what people have told you, because of the things that you told yourself, or the evidence that you've gathered in the past from how you used to act before, like your behavioral responses to certain things. And that can like give you some sort of evidence that like you're not good enough, and then like you can't do it, and then like even if you did, that you're not worthy of the results. That's another thing. That's another like huge thing as well. Which can feel really frustrating, can feel really overwhelming, like genuinely overwhelming. But the main message that I really want to pass across here is like, you need to start somewhere. Like, something has to change. Like, and when I talk about change, it's like adapting to new behaviors, creating new habits, seeing how you respond to it emotionally, and just like adjusting your life, like your daily, everyday life, and curating that to the life that you like, the type of life that you want to live. Like, what are the step-by-step things that you need to do every day, by the week, by the hour, that you can do to change your life so you don't feel stuck. And I feel like I want to hone in more on that feeling of feeling stuck, because honestly, it feels like a mental prison. That's the best way to describe it. It's like there is so much self-doubt and disappointment and concern and worry, anxiety, like all of those emotions mixed up together. It's just like chaos in your head. That's like what it feels to be stuck. Like, this, the everyday experience and the deep emotions that comes with that feeling, and that is not something that you want for yourself long term. Like, it could happen for like maybe like a set period of time, but that's only because but that is only because you choose to stay and be and dwell in that feeling. Let's just be honest. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it real. It's a choice. I know it's really painful to hear. I once had to be honest with myself and be like, am I making the choice to stay this way? Am I making the choice to be this way, to act this way, to remain this way? Can I do something to like improve? Because like, I don't want to get used to the feeling of like feeling sad and disappointed, and like that's like affecting my self-esteem. Like, I don't want that. Retrospect, like even like after years pass by, and in retrospect, and you're looking back and you're like, that's what I wasted my time doing. That's all I use my mental energy to do. Like, I have all this talent, all this skill, all this potential, and you just like waste it because like you're scared to start, because you're like overwhelmed, or because you're self-sabotaging, because you're afraid of success. Like, I feel like that would be that's a quick path to a life of regret. Like, if you know regret is a painful emotion. Regret is, I wouldn't wish that on anyone. Regret, the feeling of regret is like irreversible. Irreversible. So it is not funny, it is not easy, it is not simple. It's emotionally tasking. It's a lot going on. There's a lot going on psychologically. But to keep this very simple and realistic, let's just say that you just need to find out a pattern of behavior, okay, that leads to actions, like daily tasks that you're going to take and that you're going to embark on, that will lead you to the place that you want to be, like the life that you want, the lifestyle. And let's just admit this, like, let's be real for a second, it's not very easy, but it's necessary. It's like a must. It's almost mandatory and necessary in order for you to reach the goals that you want for yourself, okay, to reach your purpose. I'm talking about your life destiny here, like the things that you're called and actually destined to do, that if you do otherwise, like if you go down the wrong path, that you're going to inevitably feel those deep feelings of regret, which no one wants. No, I've not met a single person that says I would like to live a life of regret. That has never been a statement that I've ever heard in my life. Yet people go down that path through their behaviors, through their actions, without even realizing it. It could be subconsciously even. This is like really deep stuff. This is like psychological, and we need to work through this. And the fact that you're here right now, the fact that you're watching this video right now, the fact that you have the self-awareness to really take this in and deeply introspect within yourself is phenomenal. In fact, take this as a great start. This is actually your starting point. But now what I want you to do is actually take action. You know what I mean by take action? Take a step. Do the things that you need to do, like specifically for you, okay? Tailored to your situation. I want you to figure out what exactly it is that you need to do to reach your goals, okay? So that is our starting point. That is that is the starting point, and I'm seriously rooting for you. I believe you can actually do it. This is your starting point. This is where it begins. This is where it all begins. This is your journey, okay? I am genuinely rooting for you, and I believe you can do it. And that's the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. Like, this is like really incredible. Honestly, this is so therapeutic for me. Like, I love making videos like this. I love talking about things like this. Like, this is really deep, but it has to be done. I have to put out the message. I'm just a messenger, really. This is something I'm learning for myself. I'm not perfect, but this is something that, like, this is something that this is something I've learned, and to really pass on this message is so special, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited to have shared this with you. I genuinely hope that you take this message and you do something with it. You introspect in your own way, apply this to your own life, your own situation, whatever you're going through right now. And yeah, that would be the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe for more videos like this, because I will be making more reflection videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.